In this video, you will find out what is hidden behind Putin's mysterious statement. Did he really surround the Ukrainian army? Or is this just another information war claim? And how is Ukraine responding with secret operations? How was the Oreshnik missile system destroyed in the heart of Russia?
We haven't posted a video about the war in Ukraine for a long time. After the cancellation of the Trump and Putin meeting, the front became much more active. Russia says it has captured several more Ukrainian cities and that thousands of VSU, Armed Forces of Ukraine soldiers, are surrounded there. The video is about this. Please like the video. Leave your opinion in the comments.
Recently, Russian President Putin made an interesting statement. According to him, Russia has surrounded many VSU, Armed Forces of Ukraine, soldiers in the Ukrainian cities of Kupiansk and Pokrovsk. Putin is willing to stop the war for 5 to 6 hours for foreign and Ukrainian journalists to enter and exit these cities.
I discussed this matter with the commanders of the responsible groups. They are not opposed to foreign and Ukrainian journalists entering the territories surrounded by the enemy to see the situation with their own eyes, Putin said.
On October 26, the chief of the General Staff of the Russian Armed Forces, Valery Gerasimov, reported to Putin that up to 5,500 Ukrainian servicemen were encircled.
Against the backdrop of this statement by the Russian side, Ukrainian President Zelensky held a meeting with the military leadership. Some parts of it were announced. According to Zelensky, Putin intends to go to Pokrovsk. We only welcome this with applause because everyone knows how this visit will end, said Zelensky. Against the backdrop of Russia once again actively seizing Ukrainian cities, Kyiv has shifted to disclosing secret operations it carried out against the Russian army. The reason for this is understandable: to show Ukrainian society that even amidst the enemy's successes, they too were not sitting idle. For example, the head of the SBU, Vasyl Malyuk, said that Ukrainian special forces destroyed an Oreshnik missile on Russian territory 2 years ago. This event took place in the summer of 2023. Interestingly, at that time, Russia had not yet managed to publicize the Oreshnik missile.
According to General Malyuk, Ukrainian intelligence officers destroyed the Oreshnik rocket at the Kapustin Yar polygon in Astrakhan. At that time, the Russian army had 3 such rockets in its arsenal, and on April 21, 2024, Russia had struck the Dnieper Oblast with this rocket.
I did not bring up these 2 reports without reason. These examples show just how unequal the war is between 2 countries that are not so far from us, and until recently lived with us under one political system.
Russia has a lot of money. Its natural resources allow it to wage war as much as it wants, despite any sanctions and restrictions. Society does not put pressure on the current government to stop the war. For this reason, Putin's army continues to produce as many shells as it wants, turning cities to ash, and keep saying that cities where nothing remains but ruins have been liberated. It has enough money, power, and weapons for this.
Ukraine, however, lacks such strength and financial resources. Public pressure on the government is mounting. The people are tired of the war. To make matters worse, young men have either managed to leave the country or those still in Ukraine are living as if nothing is happening. If the current government tries to forcibly conscript the men to the war, it will face public resistance. The society is entirely different. That is why Kyiv, by training good intelligence operatives, preparing drones, and relying on such covert operations, is, at the very least, managing to prevent the remaining cities from being occupied.
These are different times, and it's a different kind of war. Previously, when 2 nations with such a vast disparity in military power fought, the weaker side would be defeated very quickly. But if that weaker nation can adapt to the times, it can influence the outcome, even without setting foot on the battlefield.